Hey everyone, Storm here. In our previous videos, we learned how to create objects and classes in Roblox Studio. But there's a catch. The way we actually use this in real projects is a bit different. We don't usually write our class directly inside a script or local script, because if we do that, we can only create objects from that class inside that same script. No other script can access it. That's why we use a module script instead. If you don't know what a module script is, then here's the short explanation. It's a special kind of script where you write your code, usually a table with stuff inside it, and then return that table at the end. Because it's returned, any other script can grab that value using the require function. One key thing to remember, where you put your module script decides who can access it. If you put it inside replicated storage, both server scripts and local scripts can use it using require function. Coming back to the topic, how do we write a class inside a module script and use it to create objects? It's simple. It's the same as what we learned before, we just return it at the end of the module script. First, let's add a module script inside replicated storage. I'm clearing this out. So, to create a class, first I create a table called weapon. Then I store the index rule inside weapon and set it equal to weapon itself. Then I store a function called new inside weapon and give it some parameters: name, damage, and durability. Quick note. When we create data for an object, we have to pass in the value of that data manually while creating the object. That way, each object can have the same or different values of data. Then here, we create a self table and make some keys related to weapon, and set these keys equal to these parameters respectively. Then we set the weapon table as the meta table of self and return self. That's it. Our weapon class is ready. Now we just return this weapon class, or our so-called weapon table, at the end of the module script. Basically, when you code using OOP, you create objects and use functions on them inside a normal script or local script. So let's add a script inside server script service. To use the class from our module script, we first make a variable. I'll call it weaponry. Then we write require, and inside the parentheses, we give the location of the module script. In my case, it's inside replicated storage, so I write this. So why do we write it this way? When this script runs, require grabs the return value from the module script and makes weaponry equal to the weapon table. Now our weaponry variable points to the weapon class. To create an object, we just write className.functionName. Since weaponry points to our weapon class, we write weaponry in the place of class name, then the function name which we want to call. In our case, it is new. Then we pass in the values for the parameters. Now when we run it, our sword object gets created. When we print the keys of the sword table, it shows the exact values we passed in. You can also try requiring it from another script. Feel free to test that yourself. Now let's check if functions work too. Back in the module script, I'll write a function using colon notation. I'll call it attack, and it'll decrease the object's durability by 2 and save it back to the object. To use this function on our object, we write object name :function name. Using the colon automatically passes the sword table into the function as self. Luau handles that for us. It sets self equal to our sword table, decreases the durability key's value, and saves it back. So if we print the sword's durability before and after calling attack, we'll see it drop by exactly 2. That's all for today's video.